Hey, welcome back to Condor Online. This is the second day of our live shot series on Mental Health Awareness Week, and we're going to be joined by several different people who are going to come into the studio with us and have one-to-one strong conversations about mental health. And today I am joined by a young artist named MystyJ. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you are from here in Liverpool at the time now, but we're gonna get into your past, right? So you are local, a young local artist. So one of the things I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to talk to Misty, but I gotta keep it real, right? So first, one of the things I want to talk about is the name MystyJ because you spell it in an interesting way.
So MystyJ, it came from one of my I had a friend passed away sadly, he's not with us, and I gave him the nickname Misty because every time we were out or anything, he just disappeared. So you're too misty, you know. One day I just went, you're too misty, and then that's where it started. It came from there, and sadly he's not with us anymore. And so I just brought out the name and brought it up to myself because it's just to show respect, really.
Right. So a lot of people gonna ask me, oh yeah, man. So you have an interesting look, you got an interesting diverse flavor. So and you also want to talk more about it, but you're part Indonesian, is that right?
Yeah, I'm half Indonesian, half English.
Right.
You don't get a lot of people like that. Like you hardly hear anyone who.
Well, I have an interest in Indonesia, but as you already proven, not that much knowledge. Because you were saying, you have a strong belief in your Indonesian roots and what's going on in there at the time and stuff like that, and your concerns about it, Just give me a little quick education, not too long, but yeah.
Yeah, it's more like people don't know what's going on in Indonesia right now. So there's a lot of rights going on because of new laws that the government's trying to pass, and there's a lot of things, the forest fires, the pollution really high, and I don't think Indonesia gets enough coverage to what it deserves, to what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Everyone else does. Why doesn't Indonesia?
It's one of those things. As an American, I can always say that we're only kind of concerned about our own patch. A lot of people just seem to be concerned about where you live, and that seems to be important. The only thing we're really hearing about fires now is about the Amazon being on fire, and the fact that who was it Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, somebody who just gave a lot of money and everything, but that's all we hear about. And then that was that news story.
Yeah, it's never.
But it's like it's where you're from, isn't it?
It's that no, it's not. It's not it's just never anything that serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like the Amazon fires. They're serious, but there's the same fires in the rainforest in Indonesia as well that people don't know about.
Exactly.
And it's just things like that. It's just people it's better for people to know that there is a country out there.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think that's what always happens every time we travel and we go to those places. That's the only time we have any interest, as if they don't exist, because it's not our world.
If you're not going on there for a holiday, then no, because everyone only knows one place of Indonesia, and it's Bali. That's it.
Exactly. Well, I was trying to say is when you brought up Indonesia, I started to think, wait a minute, man, I watched that show Ancient Aliens and stuff. And there's these places over there, with the rainbow mountains and the caves and the secret cathedrals and stuff. And then I was asking you about that, and you just said my favorite line. Anybody who knows me is don't get me started and stuff, because I was like, oh man, do you believe any of that stuff, man?
I believe in stuff like that. I grew up superstitious. Indonesia has a big superstition culture. We all believe in ghosts. We have every Indonesian.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A lot of my friends we have a debate on it sometimes.
Dude, debating reality. Please bring that show back. You know what I mean? I think Missy needs to come back and join me on that show. But I'm not going to take up this time because it's too important about what we got to talk about. But, on edges. So anyway, we were talking about your career as an artist. And you were telling me how you started out in a heavy metal band. But you're now a rapper. So tell me about that.
So it was just I played the drums before. I played a bit of bass, a bit of guitar. And I was a bassist for a metal band, and it was that. But I've always had a thing for rap because the reason I got into rap is kind of funny. Have you heard of the band Linkin Park?
Oh, have I heard of Linkin Park? Is this the end?
Yeah. Like Linkin Park was the reason I got into heavy metal and rap.
Really?
Because you got Mike Schnoder and Chester, who passed away like a few years back, and like you got that, like Linkin Park has always been a heavy part of my music taste, and like I got into rapping because of them. Like everyone gets into rapping because of like Biggie, Tupac, Eminem, like whoever is like hot on the scene now.
Yeah.
I got into it because of Mike Schnoder, someone that like people probably never heard of.
Yeah, no, exactly. But also too is I'm not one for accents and everything, but you know I was interested and curious is that you spent some time in America.
Yeah.
You went to Lake Montgomery College playing football or footy. Not real football. Anyway, oops, I said that in English. But yeah, so I mean, like, is that where you started, you know, doing some rapping and all that kind of stuff?
No.
Not that.
Like I always I was always swayed with a lot of things. Like I've always wanted to travel, but I used to, because I got thrown off because like no one really encouraged me into chasing my music.
Yeah.
So I got thrown off from my music. So I started to think about a sports career instead. And like,
obviously, yeah.
So I thought the quickest way to do it was go through America.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because like the MLS isn't that good.
Okay. Anyway. So then, how young man you had decided to, would you say, drop out of college or left college?
I just left.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. But that's when I came over here.
Yeah. I left. I went to London after that. After I went to London, like I went back to Indonesia. But like,
but before that,
there was
you're burying the lead.
There was a period when I was in London. Like when I was in London, like I was supposed to stay with one of my friends, but then he ditched me and went on holiday.
And I like Misty though.
No, he like Misty would like be there at least, and then he'll disappear when you're inside his house. He has that respect for you. Like you can stay at mine, but I'm disappearing. Yeah. But like but one of my friends. Well, I thought he was my friend, but this is like he went. Oh nah, I'm on holiday in Spain. You gotta find somewhere else to stay. And I'm like, I talked about it with him for like a good 6 months. That I'm gonna stay with him, and he was like, hey, yeah, come, it's chill. And when I got there, he was in Spain. I was like, so then I had to do what I had to do. So I got into a hostel for a bit, and then like.
Well, before that, you were on the street though.
Like no, when I first landed, I still had money, so I thought I could just go in the hostel.
So
but I had to be smart with my money then, because I didn't have a job or anything.
See, for people in Liverpool, I mean, I know this show is international. I was saying to Misty is that I went down to London for a week with like 50 quid. It was gone in 2 days. So like, that's how expensive it is.
London is very expensive. But yeah, no, I at least had a week to worth of places to stay, like at least 1 week. And then like from there I started staying on the streets. I was sleeping on the streets.
And let people know you're like 20 at this time, isn't it?
Yeah, 19 turning 20.
Yeah.
19 turning 20. I only recently turned 22 in August.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was 19 turning 20. And it was that, like, from there, like, that's where I experienced a lot of things. Like, that's where I knew that's where I really felt like I had nothing. Because I lost everyone as well. Like, I lost people who were close to me. I lost people who I thought were close to me. Hardly anyone checked up on me. Like, my parents didn't check up on me because, like, I always told them I was good. Like, my parents, like I'm Indonesian. Like, we don't show our struggle.
Yeah.
We never show our struggle. We're proud. We're always good. Like no matter what, we're always good.
You're also, like you said, one of the oldest in your family, or the oldest boy as well.
I'm the oldest boy in my family from 6. So you've got that pressure for, like, you got your younger brothers looking up to you. You got your younger sisters looking up to you as a role model. And it's like, so I had to always show that I could get out of any situation. Like a lot of the things that pushed me forward from me being homeless with my younger sisters. Like my two younger sisters gave me motivation that I felt like I didn't talk to them at the time, but I knew that I had to see them again. And it was that was the thought process that I had, is like just get to see my siblings again. And it got put down to the point where like it was probably one of the worst periods of my life, because I had nothing. And then this is where I actually got back into rap. This is where I finally, like, this is like, from me being homeless, it was like me being reborn again, type of thing. You get me? Like, all my past is my past and it's staying in my past.
Yeah.
So that's not coming back up. But from now it's time to focus on the future.
Well, so this is also where you said that you started to take notice of like your mental health as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like it's not something that just appeared out of nowhere, but
it's
something
always
that was
been
amplified by this situation. Because it's kind of like a lot of people know that movie Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. You know what I mean? And like when he spends the night in the bathroom in the train station.
And they're trying to kick him out of the train station and everything like that. The pursuit of you can't do that in London. Just like if you like, you can't do that. You like they will kick you out. Like you cannot you cannot stay in the train tunnels. They will kick you out. Like that's.
So let's just hit that for a second. It must be hard to figure out what does a young man do. You know, because I mean. You're talking about strength, but it's also pride.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, it's also probably, it's like you're at your wit's end here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you've got so many emotions. Like this is like when I started. Like this is where I was fully aware that I actually suffered from depression was when I was homeless, because it did amplify all my feelings. Like, so I look back on everything. I went into this homeless youth group. Thing, like they help with homeless teens and everything. It's called New Horizon. And they had counseling and they had music there, and like a lot of that like showed me that I've always suffered, but like I had a feeling I always did, but I never thought of anything of it because I never thought I could be sad. Like that's how I grew up. Like you can't be sad. Like it's not okay to cry and things like that. So it stemmed from there. Like a lot of it, like me holding all of my feelings in and holding like me talking about my problems. Like, I don't talk about my problems. I never talk about my problems to anyone. Like, and because it's just me. Like, but that's how I grew up. And and what I found out is like that's what it stems from. Like I had so many of my problems and things that I'm going through, and no one really knows what's actually going on in my head. I never feel that anyone can understand what's going on in my head. Like that's how people feel when they're depressed. Like, and people feel that way all like throughout a lot of their lives. Like they just want to be understood. Yeah. But why does no one understand me?
Exactly, and you know, and I'm not gonna open this door, but it's just like you were just saying about, you know, like not having closure, you know, with someone in your family.
Yeah.
And that aspect is just that. It just goes to show we don't know people from the surface, do we? And like, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. We all have the same things that are of huge concern to us. That could cause these things. Where, as you say, depression is kind of like sliding down into the darkness. You know what I mean? And you've done that. You know, but also, you had described it kind of like as the darkest moment where you said that you suffered in silence.
Yeah, it is. I did suffer in silence. Like, it was one of the biggest things that I've suffered with, like, that I don't talk about. Like, it's not the way to do it. Like, what people always think, like, oh, I'll keep my problems to myself, I don't want to burn.
Exactly.
And it's just like, at the end of the day, like, you're just gonna close up. No, and then what? You're gonna push everyone who loves you away from you.
And you're going to say that they don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but
I'm doing it for them or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But ideally, all you're doing is while you're walling yourself up.
You're just building a big wall for yourself when people want to help you.
Exactly.
And it's like, what people don't know is like, there is help. There are people that care. Sometimes you might not feel like it. Sometimes they act like they don't care. But in reality, they do. They might just be going through a tough time themselves. And you've got to understand that even though you are going through a tough time. Yeah.
And so one of those ways out, or one of those windows of opportunity, was music.
Music was always
So
one of the
you
biggest
talked
things.
about even this particular person, you know, that inspired you.
Yeah,
when you were in this well.
Yeah, his name's Pascal. Like he actually put it down, and he pushed me to focus and do my music, and it helped me with a lot of my depression because I could finally speak about my feelings. I could actually put my feelings into somewhere where I don't have to feel them no more because they're already out there.
Yeah.
And people already know it's the way I communicate through my music. Is the way I communicate. Like, it's not, it's that, like, anything I feel, like a lot of my songs, like I'm not like every rapper out there. They pre-write their songs.
What do you mean?
Like, so, you know, every time you have a beat, you listen to that beat continuously, and you work on that beat and put lyrics in it to make it word for word.
Yeah.
I don't do that. You give me a beat, I'll step in the studio and I'll listen to that beat and I'll make a rap up to it on the spot. I freestyle all my songs.
Wow.
I don't pre-write anything. Like I have to be in it. Like I have to be in the mood for it. Like it's what I'm feeling because that's the realest thing ever. If I pre-write it, it's not real. Well, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's not real. So if I'm there, it's just me, the mic, and my emotions. That's it.
You know, it's amazing that you were saying this is because, you know, like, one of the things we're doing here at the, you know, Big Condo Academy is that for Mental Health Awareness Week, we're also putting together a little documentary, but it's like a collabo track of artists. And you have to be one of those artists and stuff like that. And in that aspect is that everybody's contributing a verse.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is like that was kind of like perfect for you. It's like I don't need kind of like it's pre-planned and I just
it's just
here to be.
It was just that.
And
like,
I know what I'm supposed to be rapping about.
They told me just write it down on a piece of paper. I'm like no, because I know myself well enough. If I write things down, I will rewrite them and until there's no end, and I'll be in there like for hours. But nah, if you just give me the mic and give me the headphones and you listen to the beat, I'll put something out. Like, and if it's not good enough, you can tell me it's not good enough, and I'll find something that's better. That's all you need to do. Like, and that's the thing. Like, that's how I've always been with music. Like, I've always I'm dyslexic as well.
Alright.
So I do suffer from dyslexia. So spelling isn't my strong suit.
So you rather not write it down.
I rather not write it
like
down.
VAK, right? I'm a visualist, man.
Everything's in my head. Everything's in my head.
No, I totally get you, bro. I totally get you and stuff. And so, you know, as an artist, because you've been around you've been doing it for what, like about 2 or 3 years, you said, right?
Yeah, 2 years. Like
2 years.
I started I've got one cover like I did of Lil Xan's Betrayed that is on YouTube. But there is more coming that people have been waiting for. I really need to give to people, but yeah. No, but yeah.
More coming.
It's 2 years. Like it's been 2 years. Like I've been steady going at music now. Like focusing, planning. Like before the album comes up, like I've planned everything before that. So like how I'm gonna release the album and things like that. So like it does help as well. Cause then on days where you're not busy and you're not doing anything, and all you're stuck there to do is be stuck with your feelings, and all you do is feel your feelings, like, and you're sad. Make yourself busy.
It's like escape, isn't it?
It's an escape. Like everyone hates being sad. Everyone hates feeling sad. Find an escape. Find your talent. Like that. At the end of the day, people have to find their own talent. Like people always look like, oh, I want to be a celebrity. I want to be an artist. I want to be this. I want to be that. It's like no, you're looking at the aspect of everything. You might want to be a famous footballer, but your talent is in drawing, painting. Like that's what you gotta focus on, or things like that. Like. That's all the things like what people like. It's just find your talent and then invest into yourself. Like that's all you can do as a person is invest in yourself and make yourself a better person.
Now, what I thought was interesting is that you know, like you were saying how you know this Lil Zane was a rap cover.
Yeah.
And it's like you know usually when we see covers you know, on YouTube and stuff. It's always like some slow sad song.
Yeah.
I never really noticed too many like rap covers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. But what is it that, like, because you said you got music coming, you know, and everything, and you were telling me about this particular song. Why don't you tell me about this For You song?
So, For You is about a girl, like, it's about like a girl that, it's my girlfriend. Yeah, basically it's about my
That
girlfriend.
girl in the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. She cute.
It took me 20 minutes to write.
Oh, did it now?
Believe it or not.
You saying that because she's here?
No. I literally called her and I went, I'm gonna record the song for you now.
I'm gonna record this song for you and it called For You.
Yeah. And then she said okay, like, and I'm like, yeah, and I'll show you when it's done. 20 minutes later, I sent her a snap of a preview of the song.
Right.
And she was just like, are you finished the song? And I'm like, yeah, 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes.
Right.
It's because, like, I already knew everything was laid down.
Right.
The beat was there. I just needed the lyrics for it. So
Right.
I laid everything down, like, and it was all just pure emotion, all my emotion of how I was feeling.
Wow.
Like, and that's where it came from, like, that's when I started taking, like, after recording that song, that's when I realized it's just like, you know what, I'm never gonna write it, I'm never gonna write a lyric down in my life.
Why?
Because I felt the realest music came out of me was when I was in that mic, in that studio with that mic, alone, with no pen, no pad, no paper, no phone, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just me and the mic, because that's all raw emotions that's coming out, all the words that are coming out. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
You don't have to rewrite things and go like, oh yeah, this is this.
Yeah, let me add that
Let
line.
me add that line. Yeah,
I left that out.
yeah.
All right. Wait. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, right. She gave the thumbs up, but you know it's thumbs down. What else did you gotta say, bro?
She's only gotta say that because she's my girlfriend.
What else did you gotta say? No. Look forward to that though, because you also said you're working on a video.
Yeah,
as well.
there's gonna be a video of it. There's gonna be a video coming out with it. Well, the song's getting released first.
Yeah.
After the song gets released, there's gonna be a video coming with it.
Yeah. So it sounds like you came a long way from Indonesia. You know what I mean? In a sense where it's like, I like your confidence about your music, you know, like your plan, you know, you're very kind of like centered on that and everything. But I mean, again, you know, it's like, mental health is still there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because it's still like, it doesn't go away. It's not like, hey, let me chop off my arm and shit. No,
it's like,
it's still part of me. But wait, I was just gonna say it's a strength though, isn't it? Yeah.
Mental health, like me going through my depression and me going through the worst parts of my life is the reason my music is the way it is.
Yeah.
It's the reason it's so real. It's the reason like I rather use the mic and use my emotions to put my music out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's how I was feeling with it. Like
True.
a lot of like, because I'm working on an album as well.
Yeah.
And that album will show you how diverse it is with the emotions. Because it's not all just gonna be one type of like, because usually if it's an album, it's usually full of sad songs. Like when artists focus on it, it's like if it's gonna be a type of album, they're gonna be like, if they're gonna focus on it being sad, all the songs will mostly be sad. There'll be like one or two like happy songs.
Yeah.
With mine, with what I wanted to do was like mix it up. Have happiness in there, have sadness in there, have what you're going through. Daily things, like daily feelings, like everyone feels sad, everyone gets sad.
That's true. I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with a ballad.
Yeah, like that's the thing, like it's pure emotion. It's like a lot of it's the album that's coming out, a lot of it's like for my past, like how I've dealt with depression and how I've overcome a lot of it, like how I can still like walk around and hold my head up high even though I'm still suffering. Like at the end of the day, a lot of it's about that. It's because like you just gotta find that motivation. Like what people need help with isn't finding a cure for depression. It's finding the motivation how to find your way out of being sad. That's how I feel. Because like they can pill you up as much as they want. What do? All you do is feel sleepy. Because I've been on meds before, and all it did was make me feel sleepy, and all I did was go sleep. How are you gonna get better?
Man, I don't know, man. John Carpenter believes we're all asleep. That movie they love, right? But let me ask you, man. Like in closing, I mean, like, because there's a lot that you have to say and want people to know. So what is it that you want people to, like, say, learn from your experience?
The thing is, like, what I want people to know from my experience is, like, no matter what you go through in life, there's no easy way. Life is not gonna be easy. There's always gonna be hard parts of life. Life is like a roller coaster. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy every feeling. Enjoy every moment, because you never know when that moment's gonna last.
Or the ride's gonna end.
Yeah. Like, you never know when it's like how long it's gonna last, because you just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Like, feel what you gotta feel. Talk to people. Talk to people who you know will always be there for you. And most of the thing is, like, talk to family, because, like, at the end of the day, family will always be there for you no matter what. Like, your mom, your dad, they will always be there for you no matter what.
Yeah. And that's true, because, I mean, you did get to reunite with your sisters when you really wanted to in that dark period and stuff like that.
It's what gives you strength. Like, my baby sisters were the ones that gave me strength. I fought for my family. And that's what people need to do, is just find what's worth fighting for. You don't, and trust me, like, at the end of the day, you're not suffering alone. There's so many people that suffer from depression, and it's just unseen, really.
Well, you know, I mean, MystyJ, man, I gotta tell you, this has been a really powerful interview, man. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's deep. And, you know, I just encourage people to, like, seek out your music. I mean, like, you know, we don't usually do this bit, but then we will do it for you. It's like, where can people find you?
You can, like, I don't mind, like, if people want to talk to me, if they want to, like,
you know, your social media handle.
My social media handle is MystyJ.
That's it. If people want to talk to me, call me on the phone.
Nah, not call me on the phone. Like, trust me, my number is nowhere. Like,
I'm just saying, bro.
You can DM me though. Like,
find my DMs, why don't you?
Oh wait, nah, never mind.
Girls
getting mad. Nah, but no,
I mean, you have social media handles.
Yeah, it's MystyJ. It's just MystyJ.
But it's MystyJ.
MystyJ.
Is that one word then?
Yeah, it's all one word. There's no underscores.
That's how we have
it's a unique way of doing it.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying. I would be going MystyJ and I'd be looking for MI. I'll never find him. He lied to me. No, seriously, man. I do encourage people to check you out. Look for your new track, For You. And also look for the video that you got coming out. It's been really good talking to you, man. And like I said, don't get me started. We're going to have a conversation off camera. Yeah. You know, and everything. And I really am glad that you came in, man. So
I'm happy to be here. I'm honored. Like, anything to talk about, like, help people with what they go through, I'm happy to help. It's a good cause as well. Like, I love doing things like this. Like, so people know that there are people out there suffering the same. Yeah, and also look for the track that will be coming out. That will be coming out with the collabo with WK, MystyJ, all the alphabet. I'm Chase Johnson Lynch. No letters to be had, but we out of here.